Pepper Breath 88 played Gojo Happy Dance for 200 channel points.
What's up, Internet? Welcome to Gold Hog Gaming, and welcome back to Everybody Loves KRAGGAN. This is Act 2, and we're going to go ahead and hand things right over to the man running this show, Darkheart. I believe this is, how did you put it to me all those years ago? Yo Circus.
Hello everyone, welcome to Act 2, Session 0, where all our wonderful players are flying through the multiverse to their next adventure. As already stated, I'm the ringleader of this circus. I am Darkheart. Everyone else, introduce yourself. Let's start with Chris.
Things. I'm Chris, Miguel, and previously in Act 1, I played Gertosh, a little noble elf monk, schmanky schmack. Had a lot of fun in Act 1, and yeah, currently wiggling through interplanar travel.
Adam, you're next.
Hi, my name's Adam. This is your brain on Chugs. Thornton doll. Thornton Chugs. Your grandmother's favorite person in the world.
Nice. Kang.
This thing on?
Yes.
It's always
Outstanding.
on.
It's always on. Hey everybody, this is Kang. Oh wait, no. Am I Kang or Jagzilla? I don't remember. Yeah, flying through the universe, waiting for our next destination where we will murder and kill everything on the planet. Over.
Oh, I have plans for you murder hobos.
Dang.
I'm not a murder hobo.
Yeah.
Don't throw that title at me.
Yep,
I
that's
think I'm the one who
Gravity.
gets murdered.
Gravity, you're next.
Hey, everybody. I'm Gravity Shock, the guy puppeting both the bodies of Matthew and Richard. Technically, this is going to be my third body I'm controlling at the end of the day. Okay. Don't know if that's a worrying thing or what at this point.
Well, we'll find out. Mystic, you ready?
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Lady Mystic. You can call me Mystic. You can call me the Queen of the Wild Surge, whatever you want. I played a Tiefling Druid Succubus Crazy Mutt last session, and I am going to be playing a Cleric this session, and my name for that Cleric is going to be Zaria Nix. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming.
And my brother, Aaron. Reintroduce yourselves.
Hello, Aaron Sigil. Previously, everyone's favorite, KRAGGAN, spelled with a G-U-N, not to be mistaken with KRAGGAN, the twin god everybody in this party seems to have a massive hate boner for, including myself. This time, well, unfortunately, guys, I'm not gonna be joining y'all as. Yeah, I don't got the mental capacity to do that in my job. So instead, you guys are gonna be hanging out with a different dude who happens to also be named Aaron.
Yay!
And that is our starting crew. We may or may not meet people along the way, but that's for another time. All right, everyone. Session 0.
Motherfuckers ready for D&D?
Yes.
Hey, if you didn't say
It's
it,
been
I would have.
months. It's been months.
How's everyone feeling?
Let's get
You
it
said
done.
one fight.
Heavy.
Let's get it done.
Get her done.
They must have amnesia. They forgot I'm him.
Said one fight. Said one big fight. Said one's a huge fight. Said one fight.
Now that y'all got that all in your system, at least for now. All right, everyone.
Sid's mother was a toad.
Sid, eat your flesh. Sid,
All
break
right.
your bones. Shriek kill not of Sid's motherkin.
All right, back to the tents. Back to the tents. I'm the ringleader here.
I apologize. I sent that one off.
Yeah.
All right, my bunch of clowns and carnies.
Oh, I forgot to mention I'm a Twilight Cleric. this time. Ow.
Don't worry, we'll be getting into this, into that in just a moment. So, before I get started, who here has heard or know about Ravnica?
Me.
I have heard of
Me.
me.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Those are the people who made the experiment crash, right?
That's where all the vampires are, right?
No,
Wrong
that's
one.
no, that's
healthcare
Orzhov.
slums from the Simic, right?
Yeah, free healthcare comes from the Simic. You get it? Everybody should come join the Combine.
All right.
Magical experimentation.
Hey,
Settle
hey,
down.
hey. Genetic evolution experts. We don't like the word mutation around here anymore. Not since the
I said
biomass incident.
experimentation, not mutation. Open your
Experimentation?
ears.
That's too close to the word mutation. Sorry.
Clowns, I will take away your big red nose.
You mean experimentation, right?
Look. We did one bad thing, and now we've spent the last couple decades trying to make up for it. You know?
Hey.
Don't appreciate y'all talking shit.
Hey, as fun as this is, I have things to do.
I have things to do.
Okay, thank you. Do not make me yeet everyone into space.
Yay,
Aren't they already
the
yeeting through
astronauts.
space?
Do you want to hit a comment on the way?
I'm
Ow.
safe.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
settle down, everyone. I have things to say. All right. Since everyone has more or less heard some things, I will be saying it for everyone else. Ravnica is a worldwide cityscape consisting of patchwork grand halls, decrepit slums, ancient ruins, and layers upon layers of stonework. It is one of the most densely populated planes in the multiverse. Law magic and the metaphysics of hierarchy are deeply woven into the very fabric of this plane, enabling cooperation between leaders to achieve greatness. This is a giant city. Very, very few places on this plane are not covered by industry or some kind of sigil from the guilds. All right. Of that, the entire plane is controlled by 10 guilds. Azarius, Boros, Orzhov, Selesnya, Izzet, Simic, Demir, Rakdos, Golgari, Gruul. They are the foundations of how everything works on this plane. Each, at least in terms of magic, corresponds with 2 different colors. And while that's not going to be the biggest thing on this plane, at least for now, I will go over each one of the guilds. So much. Starting with Azorius. Azorius is the lawmakers of Ravnica. They set the rules, they make the laws, and they help enforce those laws. Azorius has their hands in all kinds of things. Always writing up new, in an MMO's terms, new spreadsheets. They're all about decrees, and they're all about decreasing chaos as much as possible. But one of the big things about trying to control all kinds of chaos is you start leaning into oppression very quickly. But Azorius does try to do its best on reining in the other guilds that whole deal is knocking over walls. Next up, Cult of Rakdos. The Cult of Rakdos is Ravnica's entertainment and food industry, mining and other blue-collar manual labor, and silver sectors. Rakdos is a fun party that started thousands of years ago and refuses to stop. Very carnival themed. They are in charge of all kinds of entertainment, from the wholesome to the depraved. It's easy to find a Rakdos party from the amount of screams and blood in the streets. Sorry, got a message. Next up, Gruul. Gruul is an interesting guild on Ravnica. They are a part of Ravnica's foresters, gamekeepers, park rangers, and wildlife officers, as well as wildkeepers. The Gruul clans were not formally organized, and over time became increasingly unorganized and fractured. With the wilds declining in Ravnica through all the industry, the clan also, in terms of power, diminished. Now it's roaming clans under the banner of Gruul as they try to maintain the wilds of Ravnica by breaking down structures, reforesting areas, doing everything they can to keep the wilds of Ravnica a thing from ever encroaching, construction. Helping with that, on kind of their own time, is the Selesnya Conclave. They are conservationists and charities, as well as nature cults that compete with the Orzhov faith. The Selesnya Conclave is all about cooperation, group work, the betterment for the city as a whole. And they try to do it as what's a good word for this? Well-meaning actions. Now, they spread all around the city, making their own little nature reserves, but they are still essentially a religion on Ravnica. Sometimes described as a selfless, nurturing spiritual group or brainwashing nature cult. How's everyone hearing so far?
Pretty good. Got 4 down.
Mm-hmm. Anyone got any questions before I move on?
No questions.
No.
Okay. Next up, the Orzhov Syndicate. The Orzhov is Ravnica's dominant religious order, as well as the largest bank. All money flows through Orzhov, and no dime, gold, silver, copper is made without them knowing about it. Let's see. Yeah. From the biggest religion and bank, Orzhov has a lot of power when it comes to control over the city and its citizens. All people pay a tithe to Orzhov in one way or another. And those that cannot settle their debts become what the Orzadot calls the Deathless. Ghosts and spirits, zombies, who continue to serve until their debt is paid. And that is how Orzhov keeps its control. Grease a couple of palms and you'll stay out of sight. Miss a payment, well, you might just disappear. Next, Izzet League. Izzet League's fun. Izzet League is the formative and physical scientists and engineers. They are the workers. They are the innovators. They are the inventors of Ravnica. They are the ones that built all the piping and network of all of Ravnica. And over time, kind of got a little bored, so they decided to experiment more and more. Now they're known as almost mad scientists. Well, you'd be pressed to find a scientist in Izzet that isn't mad. But hey, progress. It's easy to find an Izzet Guild Hall from the amount of explosions, crackling thunder, and just odd physics that decide they wanted to take a break. From there, we have the Golgari Swarm. The Golgari Swarm is Ravnica's agricultural and waste management sectors. They deal with all the things that need to be recycled, reformed, everything like that. Everything that dies must be recycled. That's how the Golgari see it.
Quasar Rex asks, is their leaders named Bezos or Soros? Dark.
I don't have to answer that.
Alright, heard that. It's definitely one of the 1%.
Yeah. Continue on. The Golgari occupy all the Undercity and all the old ruins that, make foundational spots in Ravnica. Ravnica is built layer on layer on layer of growth in Old City. So from the top you have all the modern stuff, but as you go further down, you'll find older and older pieces of Ravnica. And that's usually what Golgari, populate. All the stone, all the bodies, all the plants pulled into the Golgari to be recycled. And a lot of it made into food. Golgari is one of the largest food suppliers on Ravnica, serving cheap, plentiful, nutrient-packed gruel to those who can't afford expensive meat or magically generated produce. Next, Boros Legion. Boros Legions is Ravnica's security force, constabulary, and standing army. Operating from their mobile fortress Sunhome, the Boros, usually under the command of their hierarchy or from the Azorius, go out to quell rebels, chaos, rebellions, all that good stuff that would harm the peaceful order of the city. Regimented in several layers of military, they occupied huge swaths of the city, along with their garrison. Someone breaks the rules, Azorius may be the first one to know of it. Boros is the one who will come find you for it. Next up, Simic Compound. Simic is very much like the Is It League. They are Ravnica's life scientists and conservationists. They're all about making improvements to life in Ravnica, whether it's just from structure or evolution. Read as such. The Simic compound is Ravnica's steward of nature and the wild. Its mission is to preserve the natural world even if Ravnica's cities continue to grow. The guild seeks to protect the elements of the plains that are incompatible or mutually exclusive with its overpopulated urban conditions. The guild uses magic to coax new morphologies from existing creatures as well as combine traits from multiple organisms, some of which make unique creatures that can't reproduce. A few multiply and become part of the guild's fabric. They have a lot of biomancers, divided up in clades, each one focusing on a different thing to improve or evolve. From defense to camouflaging to magic development to movement of creatures. Each clade is out there to improve Ravnica, whether they know it or not. And lastly, almost as if it didn't exist to begin with, is House Demir. House Demir is Ravnica's couriers, information brokers, and librarians. They deal with having, holding, and finding information. At least, that's what they said they do. In practice, little information on Demir is known to most people. But the people who know Demir is involved with assassinations, criminal activity, and espionage on a contractual basis. There's not much to say about Demir. They're cloaked and robed couriers that dip in and out of back streets, delivering what they need to, whether that's a sealed parchment or a hidden blade. Most people know one thing: stay out of Demir's way. And those are the 10 guilds of Ravnica. Each guild usually has a head, like a speaker or just a leader of that guild. And before them were the people who originally founded those guilds. All the guilds were founded after a large-scale war on Ravnica, and then they decided they needed to come together to form a structure of government.
So we have to
Momir
collect the
Vig
heads to
did
get the
nothing
bounty.
wrong.
Mormer Vig may have done a lot of wrong, but that's not here nor there.
What did you ask, King?
Anyone got any questions before I move on?
I think King had a question.
No questions from me.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how do y'all feel about the guilds?
I've already figured out a way to tie a couple of these guilds to my character's backstory.
Okay, cool. A thing to note about Ravnica is as much control as the guilds have, the percentage of people who are in guilds and aren't in guilds, that are in guilds and aren't in guilds, is actually very high. For the sake of this game, it's
Yeah,
about
me.
a 40. It's going to be a 30% of people are in guilds, with the other 70 that are guildless.
Yep. Yeah. I think I'm probably going guildless. But still, you know, as a guildless, you kind of want to know what all the guilds are doing so you can stay out of their fucking way.
Right. I feel like mine is like he's not necessarily like in any of these guilds, but sometimes like I'll once we get to that point, I'll let you know the backstory and you can see if that applies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joining the Selesnya guild.
Are you thinking about joining Selesnya?
Yes.
Okay. Because here's the thing about all the guilds. There's no for sure way of getting into the guild. Each one of them has their own processes. So for some people, if you want to be a part of a guild, you may not start in that guild, but on the way to joining it.
Makes sense.
For example, not every person can just join, is it? You got to prove that you belong there. What's your inventions? How many people have you may or may not exploded? Have you inverted gravity?
Do you have any extra limbs that you've added?
Well, if you got extra limbs, then Simic wants to talk to you.
Hey, yo! How many extra limbs we talking? 7? 8? Did you grow an extra tail? How about wings? You got any wings? If you ain't got any wings, get the fuck out of here!
Kind of how it is.
You guys heard of him? He was all the way in the kitchen.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we heard that.
Hazing for all the noobs. Oh, Lord.
Alright, so what's next, Dark?
Next is getting everyone to tell me what kind of ideas do you have for characters. So, and I know everyone has been, since y'all had so much time, thought about a bunch of different things y'all wanted to try or do or anything like that. And I know at least 2 people have characters going on that have already been talked about because they are a very special case. Everyone else? Let's start with you, Kartaj. What are some ideas you have for your character?
Okay. When you ask that question, are you meaning more mechanically or more character, like the archetype I'm trying to play, or like the role in the party I'm trying to do?
No, just what kind of character you want to be.
Okay.
What y'all decide party role wise will be completely up to y'all. There's no set party, there's no set way of doing any of these. If y'all decided y'all wanted to be clerics, by all means. If y'all all decided y'all wanted to do a certain thing, by all means.
Well, Mike, I've had a lot of iterations of the character I can bring. I've done several like archetypes. I remember I started off trying to do like some fairy barbarian that's like part of the Gruul, and was trying to like wield a great sword and stuff. Eventually evolved into like a Heron that was doing like thief stuff. So I was trying to do the background with like is an engineer, so I could get like the blueprints for buildings, so that I could like move into them and steal stuff, type of stuff.
Yeah.
been a lot of iterations. The one that I think I've fallen on that I'm excited, I feel like I'm excited to do the most is a type of like archaeologist type character, especially like Ravnica having so many like old ruins and like underground stuff. That I just feel like there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with that at this type of setting. So yeah, definitely that. I definitely want to do like a type of crafter as well. So coupling that with like the archaeologist, so using tools with like for like maps and stuff, and like places that we're going. I'm either like drawing a map, or if we already have a map, I'm like filling out the blank spaces.
Drawing a map up in Ravnica is going to be a very interesting challenge,
right?
Because of how dense, wide, and ancient certain places can be. Making a map in Ravnica is near impossible. But it will be interesting to see if that's where you want to take your character. But again, we don't have to talk about mechanics of any kind of class. I just want to know what kind of person you want to be. What about everyone else? Got any thoughts of what kind of person you want to be?
I mean, I've got a full backstory if you're willing to hear it.
Nice.
You'll go last.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I can jump in if no one wants to
Yeah.
go next.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so I have a few questions.
Sure.
Of the guilds that you named, what is the most powerful and respected guild?
Sorry.
Oh boy. Of course.
Sorry. They're all shit.
And what do they favor?
Okay. Well, when it comes to terms of power, it all depends on what kind of power and respect.
I'm gonna come.
All right, so the guildless citizens of Ravnica, right? They're not bound by the same restrictions as the guilds, and typically aren't the shitbags that guild members tend to turn out to be eventually. So if we're talking about power, the guildless are the ones who can murder
Aaron? Hey, Aaron?
Yeah.
That'd be a Simic perspective.
Nah, that's a DM question. Let me answer it.
Yes. Now remember, powerful and most respected. I don't want some no talent ass clowns, right?
Okay. In terms of power, there's probably no one higher than these two, which is Azorius and Orzhov. Azorius makes all the laws. Orzhov has the bank. And with the big ass church that the Orzhov is, influence and power could go Orzhov, or law in Azorius, because they make all the rules. All of the guilds are bound in something called the Guild Pact, a signed document that all people on Ravnica, at least concerning the guild, has to follow.
Interesting.
If you're talking about different kinds of power, you may be thinking about Silesia. They are by far the biggest guild by sheer number.
And what do they favor, and what is their focus?
Their focus is community, fostering community, helping people. Like I said, it wasn't untrue when I said there can be called a nature loving cult. They're all about this. Hold on, let me see if I can find a really good quote. Excuse me. Because I'm gonna find a good quote for all these guilds. The Selesnya welcome all to help them heal the city's wounds. The price, however, is devotion to the guild and a selfless belief in Tristani.
But you said Arzov is the
Orzhov is the
Orzhov
bank and the
and
church.
church.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Sounds like I will be going paladin under Arzov.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Let's see.
And we start off what 10 levels?
No, you said 30 levels.
Yes, got it. It's done.
Orzhov, a good quote. From the Orzhov Guildgate. Enter to find wealth, security, and eternal life for a small price up front.
Interesting.
They don't tell you that price is half your life.
Well, I'll need to read the fine print. How would I get the information needed to make a full and informed decision?
Let's see.
Magic the Gathering wiki.
Oh no, I'm looking at some other stuff.
But yeah, we can. I don't want to eat up everyone's time. I'll put that out there that I'm tentatively looking at Paladin under the Arzov Guild. And what are their
Okay.
colors? They brandish?
White and black.
White and black. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That
So,
will work.
for everyone else, when it comes to colors, like I said earlier, every guild is associated with two colors. These two colors, at least in Magic Gathering, kind of dictate how they kind of behave. For Orzhov, it's white and black. Black's ambition, white's need for a collective combined. Selesnya is green and white. Nature and its growth with community. Is it blue and red? Blue's need for knowledge and innovation with red's freedom. Golgari, black and green. Ambition with growth. Boros, red and white. This one kind of twists a little. White's community and need to for order with red's fiery passion. Azorius, white and blue. Community and order with control and knowledge. Rakdos, red and black. Ambition and freedom and passion and all the chaos in between. Simic Compound, green and blue. Control and knowledge with growth. House Demir, blue and black. Information and ambition. Yeah, go ahead. Now, at least for Kang. Now remember, getting into one of these guilds is not an easy process or a go sign a paper kind of deal. You may or may not have to work to get into a guild. And it'll
Let's
be
say I am of interest and need more details.
Sure. We'll go over that as we go through the session. How about everyone else? Anyone got a guild they're kind of thinking about?
To the DM, I found a wiki link to Ravnica. Would you be okay with me posting that link in chat, or would you prefer I send it directly to you?
You can put it right in chat. I know I use the MTG wiki when I need to back up everything I'm saying.
This is just so I can kind of follow along because it has pretty much everything you were just saying there. So I'll put it in the
I do have one that's Raven and Ravnica. I'm gonna post that there.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
I yield my time to the floor. Next.
I guess Nero wants to join. What class is Nero gonna be? Or is that JoJo?
That would be no, that
Nope.
would be Norman Bates.
Yep. He's an
Norman.
assassin. No, I'm a Simic scientist.
Mm-hmm.
Hexblade over here.
Thinking about going Hexblade?
Yep.
Well, that actually allows me to talk about another thing going on in Ravnica. Very different from Faerun, from normal D&D. Ravnica doesn't technically have gods that walk around.
Don't the leaders of the guilds technically form the idea of gods being they do handle certain scenarios within the setting? If I'm correct.
Incorrect.
Let me answer. I appreciate the backup, but let me answer some of these, because some of these will or will not change based on what it is on normal Ravnica. But Aaron is correct. Incorrect. But it depends on which Perun you're talking about or which leader. For some people, it's going to be the power you make in contracts. Ravnica is big on contracts and making deals and giving your word. And that's where a lot of power can be held in. Just like the Guild Pact. The Guild Pact is a signed document of major power. And that's where some power in the guilds get them from, that contract. If you want to make a deal with Rakdos, yeah, you can make a deal with Rakdos. Depends on what you have to do and how you get to maintain that contract, for sure. But when it comes to like capital G gods, there aren't really those types of characters in Ravnica, with save for being the world soul. It's basically the soul of the plane. Each plane has a soul to it, something that represents this entire, plane. So, to become a hexblade, you got to make some kind of deal. You got to get it from somewhere. And whether or not Aaron is getting it from, the deal made when becoming part of Simic, or he's getting it from something, that'll be up to him and I to, hash out, decide, and then put into writing. If it hasn't already, of course. Magic is very prevalent on this plane.
Yeah, so if you guys want like extra body parts or something, just hit me up, y'all. I got y'all.
Anyone want some extra gills?
Whenever we stay at an inn, I want to make sure my door has a lock.
Why? What are you worried about?
There's plenty of people who will steal organs. Trust me, I know.
I'll steal organs. What use do I have for y'all's organs? Y'all's organs are subpar at this moment.
Easy, you can sell them to easy. You can sell them to low class idiots.
Why would I do
hello.
that?
Oh, hello, Splatter. How are you doing?
Why would I injure? Why would I purposely deceive my clientele and injure my business relations with my clientele? That sounds like a foolish way to make money.
Question to DM.
Yes.
What is our actual starting level?
The level we will all be starting with will be level 3.
Level 3 times 10. Got it.
Yep, like I said, 30.
Outstanding.
so that means we can all take 6 feet and still have ASIs.
Hold on.
Lord.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Is there any inclination in what area we will be arriving in Ravnica, and what guild area?
So, when y'all arrive on Ravnica, it's not going to be the same way as, let's say, y'all got teleported. Each one of y'all will essentially be, let's say, waking up, for lack of a better term. In Ravnica, y'all will be waking up as people that already live on Ravnica, have their own kind of lives, own kind of story. In a way that it's very different than the last time y'all got, quote unquote, put in a body. The way this works is this is you on a different plane. There's no body to wrestle control from. The people y'all are going to become, quote unquote, will be living their normal lives, and then will essentially be given the memories of their your time from a different world.
Interesting. Thank you.
Mhm.
So that means we are playing these characters, but the characters now have our memories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Memories of prior game sessions, or memories of RL?
They're gonna have memories of prior sessions,
Thank you.
unless that changes, of course.
Will we recognize previous players?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else got questions on that?
Not at the moment.
Okay. So
We're
were
ready
we
to
still
start
talking
playing
about
over here.
character concepts, or were we
Hmm.
switching over to classes?
Well, I haven't heard from everyone. I still have Gravity,
Right.
at least.
Of course. My character is. How do I put this? She's Alright, well, one thing. The thing. They will be trying to keep out from under the guilds. Guilds, just trying to survive in Ravnica.
You
Not trying
planning
to
on playing
improve himself.
guildless?
Yes. Yes. Somebody's just trying to survive in this crazed world. Well, though with, of course, the usual caveats of what becomes an adventurer in those situations.
Of course. So you just plan on playing a survivor and how that comes about.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You said Mystic had to step away?
No, she's right here.
Okay. So Mystic, tell me about the character you want to play. Not the class, but the character, the person.
I want to play like a chaotic good character, something that's good, but also can make decisions, bad decisions too, that are for good intention. Um, I I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure. I wanted to do something different. Even though I'm playing another elf, but I wanted to do something different for my class. And I mean, I haven't really made a plan into it yet.
Yeah. You don't have to have a plan. I
Okay.
just want to know where everyone's head on what kind of person they want to be when they start the game.
I want to be a good character. I do want to be a support character, someone that supports the team. Um,
Bork. Bork, bork.
So much more.
Several bork. So,
Um, before we continue,
yeah.
hey, Gravity, are you still down to do that idea, or did you want to do our own thing?
I'm still fine with doing the idea.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Me and Gravity had also been talking, and we're considering the idea of doing like our backgrounds together, our like backstories together, or at least like know each other already in this world type of stuff. Um,
Okay, in what kind of way? Because I haven't gotten to the backstories just yet, but tell me what you're thinking.
okay. Well, I think we can do it in several ways. I think the one we pitched together was the I would have like an archaeologist type of background. And Gravity's character would have like a merchant type of background maybe. Um, and like we have like our own little like I don't know like antique shop or somewhere in Ravnica where like we go to like these old ruins, pick up like old artworks and stuff, and like sell them at our shop type of thing.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
doing merchant work, trying to sell off the goods that his character would find, and my character handling that. Going for a high charisma build for this one, so
That's no problem.
and part of the reason why as well I wanted to like lean into crafting as well was to like craft items to put to the store as well.
Okay.
But again, that was just like an initial idea to pitch. But ultimately, I'm looking forward to just doing like a character story together with Gravity.
yeah, we've talked about it. If you prefer it to be separate, then that's fine. Fine, but that was something we pitched talking to each other about. We're going to pitch and talk about together. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a mental seizure at the moment.
Hey, it's not an impossibility for y'all to have already known each other before awakening to your other memories and the task you need to do. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen that flow chart before.
Flipchart?
Yeah, he posted it in the Raven and Ravnica.
I see it. I see it now. It didn't pop up before.
Yeah, that
It's good. Has been
looks like
fun.
a pretty good. I'm looking at that Boros Legion now.
Uh,
My
Oh no.
would fall right in well with that.
Hmm.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. I understand the evils of Bork.
It's starting to get frustrating that he does this every single night.
I've got him barking downstairs too. I get it.
okay.
Anyways, go ahead, man.
Doggo's rebelling.
I got some people wanting to be guildless. I have someone who's looking for power and renowned in a guild.
And respect.
And respect.
Okay. I already told you guys I want to be in Selesnya or whatever.
Is there a reason why you want to be in Selesnya, if I may ask?
Well, I like I worship the moon, so and not just that, but like I like nature and I feel a good connection to them more so than anything because of the way I feel and do things.
Oh, hold on. Because I literally had to look this up. What moon do you worship? There's 2 of them in Ravnica.
I don't know.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll get to it.
Right.
I didn't know I had to worship a specific moon in Ravnica.
It's okay.
Just bring it up.
You sure they're not just cheeks and together they make a moon?
That is the actual reality, and when they come together, Emrakul is summoned.
Who summoned?
Emrakul.
Who's that?
Yeah,
spoilers.
It's all fun and games until the Eldrazi start getting mentioned.
Anyway, so connection to nature. Well, that's completely fine. With being in Selesnya, or at least trying to get into Selesnya, that is one of the things. It's a lot of community. There is the other side in Gruul. The same people who love nature, want to preserve nature, who are about community, they're just a little more passionate about it. So, food for thought. Aaron, I don't have to ask you why or what you're going to guild you want to be into.
Gonna be a new Hero Forge mini every session. An extra crab claw.
Spider leg, egg,
Trust me.
legs, wings.
If I don't keep an eye on it, he will.
Yeah.
Comes the ultimate amalgamation.
I've seen that one, but I've never seen the other one.
That's the new one. The newest one. Yeah. We sorry, we were looking at bad things.
Oh boy.
Row. What are you thinking, guild-wise, Gravity?
Again, I'm planning to go guildless at the moment. I'm probably, with our business plan, we're probably going to run into a certain set of guilds.
There's definitely a handful that will come knocking every few days to stir up some shit. 100%.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Are you giving me ideas? Okay.
No.
Excuse me, we're from the Simic Combine. Y'all still owe us for the guards.
We don't know
that
you
supplied
shit.
y'all with. Y'all owe us about 400 gold still.
Y'all still owe payment for all the glass vials.
Oh, is that how we're gonna play this? I don't think your legs work anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't think you need legs anymore. And you know what? We could definitely use your
Trinity battle
legs.
time. Ay, ay, ay.
In comes an army of merfolk.
Oh, so we're new Simic?
Ah,
I guess, yeah, that is a question about the guilds. Like, what type of, like, timeline guilds are we trying to do? Like, are the Simic merfolk?
There are
Or,
merfolk in Simic, but any kind of person can join any kind of. There's no creature that's barred from any kind of guild for any kind of like species prevention.
well, no. But I mean, like, specifically, like, well, at least from the lore videos that I saw, like, after,
that's
Mr.
an
Simic,
event.
yeah, a certain event of free healthcare, was uncovered. We kind of needed a new Civic.
So that's really funny. So the timeline of the game will be 50 years before Return to Ravnica, the MTG card set.
Okay, cool.
So there are no black oil anywhere. There's no none of that.
Okay. This is
No
like around the
biomass
first
or
appearance of like Jace and all the other ones, like around that timeline.
They may show up, but it all depends.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So it is actually a time where like the guildless are a little bit more handling things themselves.
I wouldn't say handling them themselves. This is 50 years before Return to Ravnica. The Guildness
Okay.
handling
No,
themselves isn't for a good long time.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
we can't leave the guildless to run shit. The entire city, the entire plane would implode if we left things to the guildless. Are you kidding?
I mean, can you find a pair of Niv Mizzet to come back and start building shit?
All right, so let's get a group together, y'all, and we're gonna from all the guilds, we're gonna go talk to Niv Mizzet and remind him that there's certain things we have to work together on.
Why do I hear final mission music once we accepted this quest? What's going on here?
Who said it was gonna be y'all?
Why are all my loved ones giving me death flags? What's happening?
All right, it's time for Operation Fuck Terminus.
No, that's where the no, that's where the guild, all of the guild heads go. Would be going to Niv Mizzet and being like, "Yo, you need to do your fucking part. Come on."
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay.
Fuck.
So
Now-
then, yeah, go ahead.
Now, it's not to say that the Guildless have no one in their corner. Plenty of people, plenty of mages choose to protect the Guildless.
Yeah, there was a
The
specific
initial
like.
spirit of the Guild Pact is to protect everyone, even those who are not part of the guilds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because wasn't there like a little like guildless militia gang, or it was something that they were like kind of like the stand-in Boros on like the outer reaches of Ravnica, where outside of the city center. I forget their name.
There's the Gateless movement.
Yeah, no, that's different. Which I guess the gateless movement would be prevalent in our current timeline, right?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Uh, yeah.
Hey,
What is that?
that's an ad on you, Dark.
It's like, what the fuck was that? I was like, who's playing that?
You.
Where did that even come from?
Who knows?
What
But
the
it be
fuck?
you.
Hold on.
Cool.
All right. So obviously, I got the front line covered. You know it.
Alright, I'm back.
No, back.
Um, apparently, Mystic gonna be playing support from the back.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was gonna get into classes in a moment. Real quick before you start. Um, the further you get from the Ravnica's capital, which is the 10th district, um, it's less populated. You'll find more and more guiltless people. Um, one of the lines is about half of Ravnica's population is guiltless, and the proportion of gets higher the further you get away from the city center into the quote rural areas. There's also discrepancies in race. Nearly all elves belong to a guild, but nearly all goblins are guildless. Not to say that there aren't, but if you found a group of goblins, chances are they may or may not be a part of the guild.
Mm.
But that's all dependent on, mentality.
People aren't interested in us goblins. They think we're like kobolds, stupid, ignorant, and smell like fish. The reality is we're quite educated and eloquent with our speech. We simply throw up when we get excited.
I'm curious.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Golgari cleanup on Alleyway 6.
If you want to know some races that are part of the guild list, it's a lot of humans, archons, goblins, and angels.
Angels?
Some of them prefer to protect
Yeah.
the population of Ravnica on their own terms rather than be a part of a guild. Not to say that, let's say, Orzhov or Boris doesn't have its own flock.
Yeah.
Eh.
Pigeon.
So like a half elf wouldn't be like, it would make sense for them to be guildless.
That's the thing. Being part of a guild is a choice.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean,
choice
like, they
for
won't
some
stand
people.
out like, like, for example, an elf being guildless. Most people would assume an elf has a guild. If,
Potentially, but again, people will recognize people from the guilds as the markings they carry, not really much of who they are. If someone sees a minotaur walking through the streets, one may assume he's part of
Boros, yeah.
Boros, but until they see the big blue and white sigil on their chest to say they're part of Azorius.
Ooh.
You must be
Okay.
watching my screen because that's what I picked, Minotaur for
Eh,
Boros.
Yeah.
So, y'all got any more questions? Any more thoughts on guilds?
No?
No?
No, I think we're ready to play some D&D, sir.
Y'all still have to make characters.
Mm.
Like I said, there's probably not going to be any action tonight. It's getting all this stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to the next thing. Classes. All right, scrubs. What kind of classes y'all thinking about?
Any type of science class is fine with me.
When's lunch?
I don't know. Recess should be coming before lunch.
Do I have to take PE? I mean, it's kind of redundant. We broke the DM.
Oh, I'm still here. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's
I was
not,
built-
you're not breaking me. This is easier.
I don't get broke. Good luck. All right. Let's start with Aaron since he's had the most complete thought about what kind of class. So what kind of class you looking like? I heard Hexblade. Any background on why a Hexblade?
Yes. So, Simic, it's Simic is all about evolution and becoming stronger. The Hexblade is to amplify physical combat with fighter, simply to extenuate his already improved on physical aspects. It's control.
Sure. Is there anything more to why being a Hexblade or?
I mean, yeah, but that's spoilers.
Sure. Kurtar.
All right. They're keeping secrets. They're Demir.
No, they're Simic.
They say they're
Sure. Simic.
Nope. 100%.
Yeah, quote unquote Simic.
100% Simic. Not.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever question his loyalties.
Very demure, very mindful.
Yep.
Mindful's a strong word.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not saying that Aaron's a hothead. But
Lies. He's a hothead.
Aaron does jump the gun on decisions.
Sounds very familiar.
The only real difference is that if you know how to stop him, you're good. Oh, that's right. Aaron don't know y'all. Well, let's all get along.
Okay, so you wanted me to go next?
Yeah.
All right.
What kind of class you're thinking about?
So I'm thinking about a Rune Knight, and I'm going to share my screen so I can also show the two little Hero Forge minis I've made so far. There's two versions of the Rune Knight
Again.
I can make. There's two versions of the Rune Knight I made. There's basically a melee version and a ranged version. Mechanically, it's just one's more of a tank, and the other is more DPS. But the flavor of the character remains the same. We're an archaeologist, we're a crafter, and Rune Knight pretty much just synergizes with both of those because at 3 levels Rune Knight, I'm going to pick up Fire Rune, which will give me expertise in my tools, which will include cartographer's tools for my archaeology stuff and maps, and the tools that I will craft with, which Rune Knight automatically gets Smith's tools at 3. So the melee version would be like a spear with spear mastery and stuff. They'd have proficiency with history and stuff, and they'd be more knowledgeable and like an archaeologist, always looking into the older civilizations of Ravnica. Maybe trying to find some Zal concordant or Al concordant ruins type of stuff. I'm considering making them a half elf since we're going to be starting with a feat, and that's going to free up the variant human side. So I can pick up a religion proficiency. So I can also do that with maps and stuff. So maybe uncover older religious sites or something. I don't know. But yeah, essentially I wanted to make a fighter. I like my melee. I like my physical melee or physical range classes. You know me. And I like the flavor of it. I like that Rune Knight just kind of synergizes with it. So yeah, we got the melee version, and then we got the ranged version, which is is a hand crossbow stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going with a little bit more of a bright personality, a little bit more cheerful. At least starting off, for who knows how my mental state will be throughout this campaign.
We're gonna find out that we're gonna find that limit.
Oh yeah. So, but definitely gonna try starting off. It's brightful, cheery. I love archaeology, and I get to kind of do that as a job, type of thing. So, yeah, just a really passionate person about that. And then, through the color palette, just kind of reflect the more bright personality, and also try to get out of my usual color palette as well. So,
Sure. All right. Gravity.
Well, screw it. I'm sticking with my original idea. Even if a certain person is playing the class, I am doing a multi-class for this game. I am doing pardon me if my brain instantly forgets the name of the subclass. Divine Soul Sorcerer were mixed with, I forget the Warlock stuff. Give me one second.
Blade, Pack of the Tome, Pack of the Chain.
No. I'm going full support with this, so give me a second. As I with Celestial Warlock.
Celestial Warlock.
I'm going full focus support with this one.
Okay.
With a lot of healing. I'm keeping my race secret though for the moment.
That's fine.
Nothing homebrew, luckily.
Is Chug still here? I see his mic's off.
I'm still here.
All right, cool. Do you want to tell people about your character, or you want to keep that close to the chest?
Oh no, I mean I could totally tell you about what I've got for this character, because I mean I need to run it all by you anyway to see if you're cool with the backstory and the way he like interacts with the guilds and such.
Yeah, because you're gonna be very particular about how your character's gonna be working. Something very interesting.
Okay, so the concept that I have, and give me 1 second here. I'm gonna take a page from Miguel and pull my character up.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, on my screen, that's the character concept I've got. His background. Tarek Vodicus grew up in the chaotic underbelly of Ravnica, scraping by in the winding alleys of the 10th district. Orphaned at a young age, he survived through quick wits, nimble fingers, and a strange affinity for magic that he neither understood nor could control. His wild magic was a curse disguised as a gift, powerful, unpredictable, and dangerous. One moment it would save him from a gang of thugs, the next it would accidentally burn down a market stall or turn a friend into a chicken. The most devastating incident of Tarek's life happened during a heist gone wrong when his magic surged unexpectedly. What should have been a simple distraction spell instead exploded in a chaotic blast of fire and lightning, injuring several innocents and nearly killing Tarek himself. Haunted by his inability to control his powers and the collateral damage they caused, Tarek became a recluse, distancing himself from friends and allies. Despite his self-imposed isolation, Tarek is fiercely independent and resourceful, using his magic in small, carefully controlled bursts to survive. He wanders the city, occasionally taking on odd jobs that require his unique talents, but never staying in one place too long. He fears that if anyone gets too close, his wild magic will hurt them, or worse. The Gruul respect strength and chaos, making Tarek's wild magic something of a spectacle among them. He has crossed paths with the Gruul during moments of urban conflict where his powers have sometimes tipped the scales in their favor. Tarek doesn't see himself as a revolutionary like the Gruul, but their shared disdain for the city's authorities means they sometimes find common ground. Occasionally allies in conflict, the Gruul appreciate his destructive potential, and Tarek finds their raw approach to magic somewhat liberating. Tarek owes the Orzhov a substantial debt from a failed job and a string of bad decisions. They view him as a debtor and potential asset, someone they can squeeze for value, either through work or repayment. Tarek despises the Orzhov's manipulative nature and their tendency to exploit his desperation, but sometimes he has no choice but to work for them to keep them off of his back. Tarek is constantly trying to stay one step ahead of the Orzhov's enforcers, who see him as a potential servant bound by his debts. The Dimir are always interested in useful pawns, and Tarek's ability to cause chaos makes him an intriguing tool for their clandestine operations. Unbeknownst to him, they keep tabs on his movements, occasionally manipulating him into unwittingly serving their interest. Tarek is unaware of how often he's been nudged in certain directions by Dimir agents. If he ever discovered their involvement, he would be furious and even more paranoid than he already is. Tarek is a young man in his mid-20s with scruffy dark hair and purple eyes that seem to glow faintly when his magic stirs. His clothes are a patchwork of worn leather and street-scavenged rags, often singed or stained by the unintended consequences of his spells. His body bears burn scars from his most violent surges, a constant reminder of the risks his magic poses. Because of this, he keeps his body covered in bandages. Tarek desperately seeks a way to control or suppress his wild magic, hoping to one day live without the fear of his own power. Despite his cynicism, he carries guilt for the lives his magic has affected, secretly desires to make amends, even if he feels unworthy of redemption. and at his core, he's a survivor. He navigates Ravnica's streets with the instincts of a hunted animal, always ready to flee or fight at a moment's notice.
Nice. When you first got started talking about your
that was
magic, like,
awesome. That was
oh, the
awesome, Chuck.
Gruul are gonna love you.
But yeah, I've had a lot of time to sit and think about the character concept I wanted to go for.
Yeah, I have some interesting things that may cross your path. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Cool. I wanted to give you a lot to work with.
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Are there tentacles in your picture there, Chugs?
Yes, it's like
Very cool.
lightning. It's like purple lightning from his hands, purple smoke, and purple tentacles erupting from the ground.
That's pretty badass. Spin it. Can you spin it?
I was about to ask, can you spin them?
Oh, look at that. Sweet looking. Very nice.
But yeah, I like the patchwork outfit, and then the bandages across his face, so that way you don't see what his magic has done to him.
Yeah, I like
feeling
it.
while you were reading it. I was looking at your character. You did a good job with it.
All right. Well, in that case, Dark, am I allowed to read my backstory?
Yes, you are.
All right, we're gonna pull. Yeah.
To be fair, the only reason I didn't do this from jump is because I didn't know whether Dark was going to let me.
I like how several of us came with minis like ready to go.
I mean, I have one too, but I want to keep some secrecy to my character.
Yeah.
So, Aaron was found abandoned in a back alley of the streets of Ravnica as an infant. Upon examination, the detaining authorities realized he was in fact dying from compression sickness. The authorities rushed him to the Simic Combine, hoping that the strange biomancers would be able to do something for this dying infant. Upon arriving, he was rushed to the Simic Guild Hall, where the decision was made that his body was too far beyond healing, would have to be abandoned in favor of a new experiment. He'd be transferred into a Simic metal alloy body that would replicate his body's original appearance. At the age of 12, he was informed of this. Yeah. He had been named,
Wow, that's good.
He had been named Aaron Sigil or Don Mark for the fact that his eyes had an unnatural red-blue appearance to them. Apart from, at the age of 12, when they told him, Aaron didn't really react with shock. He didn't really care. He'd already kind of figured something was different about him. He didn't need to eat or drink like his peers. He didn't age or grow. So he went about his business, continuing assisting in research and doing as he always had, helping further the Simic agenda. So, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Where are the crab claws? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Aaron, He truly does believe in the Simic cause and does technically owe his life to them. Um, he's also stuck because the experiment that he was a part of was deemed successful, except, yeah. Our boy here is kind of stuck in that prototype body. So, let's all get along and nice and well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, if y'all need anything, you know, extra limbs, extra organs, if you want to replace some of your actual systems, if you want to replace your lungs, just let me know. Did you know you don't actually need a heart? Um, you know, just let me know what y'all want, and I got y'all.
That's
Sweet.
hilarious.
Hell
Hey, let me step
yeah.
away for a real quick second. Y'all keep going. I'll be right back.
What's up, Kurtosh?
Cool.
So, how many melee do we have?
So,
I believe right now
Aaron is one. I think Mystic and Gravity are back support.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
definitely at the back of the line.
yeah, Chugs as well is at the back. I am debating on mid-range or front line. So it looks like it's probably going to be a front line.
Okay. Okay. Then I probably will retract my paladin because
Mm.
it seems like we got two melee, two support.
Yeah,
One
currently we have
caster.
no like range DPS other than potentially Chugs. Well, everyone's gonna have some DPS in their own way, but I mean like
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What's
yeah,
your core build, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So so gravity. What were you gonna? What were you thinking about
I'm
there?
doing. I am doing a cross class. I'm doing sorcerer warlock
All right.
providing,
So like
and
a
so I will
caster.
have a full caster, a good mix of DPS and support, being how warlock is.
Okay. So we got two support, two melee, and two casters. Hmm.
Technically half it, but man.
I mean, if you want to go melee, I can go range DPS again.
No, I can. You can go ahead. I always play melee, and I don't mind playing range or something like that.
Okay.
No,
Nope.
that's fine because I'm looking at some other stuff too. So that's why I was asking because I could go either way, and I think that was my strategy to begin with was where just to balance
I
out
mean,
the makeup.
I I think. Well, what type of cleric were you trying to do, Mystic? Twilight Domain, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extremely good class. So
Oh
far.
yeah. Oh yeah. And yours too as well. So like we're really good on that front. Then Chug's gonna be causing chaos. Um,
Hmm.
You're definitely gonna take spell sniper, right, Chugs? Please.
Spell sniper.
Twin spell, twin
It's a
spell.
spell sniper. I think it doubles the. It's a feat you can get.
it
I
doubles the
believe it.
range of your spell attack rolls. Yeah,
Don't
essentially.
forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If I'm gonna be like doing stuff at a distance, I'm gonna try to like incorporate that because my like I want everything I do to fit my character's personality, and his personality is very much a like I don't want to be here. I could possibly hurt somebody. Like very Bruce Banner. Like you know what I mean?
And you
Mm.
definitely want sculpt spell.
Yeah.
which will protect whoever. Like you drop the fireball, you can.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah. I
wizard
want like
thing.
yeah. That's the Well, like there's with the wild mage, after a certain point, it gets to the point where I can kind of take like, all right, I've wild surged. Now I can take the spell that the wild surge gives me and kind of reshape it to where even its detrimental effects work to my advantage.
Just a reminder for everybody, as y'all are designing your minis for your characters in Act 2, make sure y'all are sending them to Chugs so that he can do the opening.
Okay.
Yeah, send me the URLs for your characters, so that way I can hopefully by next session or maybe the session after have us like a decent intro for the game itself.
Okay.
Don't let Mystic lie to y'all. She's over here making a mini right now.
I am.
So, yeah.
So who's next?
I think that's Kang.
Yes.
What kind of character are you thinking about?
I don't know yet.
No, it's okay.
We were just talking. We were just talking about the makeup right now. It seems like we have 2 melee, 2 support, and 2 casters. Oh yeah, we have 2 melee. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, that's off. So we have 1 support, which is
I'm
Two. We have 2.
two. I'm picking the 2 support subclasses for my class. For sorcerer, I'm going with basically both of them are celestial. Let's just save it because I am still having semi seizures right now. Brain.
okay.
It's been a long day for me.
All right, so then we only have 1 caster or 1 range. So I'll be going range something then. Full DPS. We got 222. Don't know what it's going to be yet. Because I was going to go paladin, but we've got 2 melee already, so we don't need 3. So I don't know. I'm looking at the book now, so I will work on a class and character and send it over to you. But it will be some type of range. Range DPS. Maybe a wizard. I've never played a wizard.
Good luck on that.
I'm
It's not
sorry,
that
but
bad.
I want to make this very clear. The minute you said wizard, all I could picture is Kang with a spell book going, Thunderbolt.
No, Kang would yell Thundercats. He wouldn't yell Thunderbolts.
Thundercat. Fucking A.
Oh my goodness. No. No, something I need to work on. So Chugs looks like me and you in the back there, buddy.
I get mid. It's going to be midline with me being trying to keep you all alive.
Mystic gonna be parked in the back too.
God help me.
There's no gods to help you now.
Oh no, that's real. No, that's for me in real life at this point.
So Arun,
My
you going
statement
Hexblade?
stands.
I am indeed going Hexblade.
All right.
Yeah, because
Melee hexblade, right?
Yep, melee Hexblade.
Yeah, no hand crossbow, right? Just
Aaron,
So
please tell me you're not.
How do how do I explain this? I got this.
All right. So I'll be the shield.
You're gonna be the meat shield.
Yep.
All right.
Plus, I'm a rune knight, so I can take up a lot of space as a shield.
Yep.
you say you're going fire rune, cloud rune?
I'm going fire rune and stone rune. No, not cloud rune. Well, hold on. Do half elves get dark vision? I haven't made a half.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
do.
Dark elves do get half vision. Do get
Okay,
dark vision.
Okay, then yeah, it is fire rune and a cloud rune.
Guess who doesn't have dark vision?
Oh, hey.
Guess who doesn't have low light vision?
I don't think anymore.
I
Do you have
Guess-
thermal vision?
Guess who has blind fighting, bitches?
Nice.
It's nice and effective for what's in front of you. Sucks if anyone's at range.
It's okay.
By the way, Aaron, please tell me you're not building what I think the build you're building is. I have a
He
bad
is.
history with that build.
Yeah.
Depends on what you think I'm building, Gravity.
Hexblade Warlock fighter taking the Sentinel feat in a Devilly War Mage.
First off, obviously, as that is like that's just staples in anything I build melee wise. I want to kill things. However, you are wrong about the War Mage part. Because I'm not taking War Mage, I'm taking Mage Slayer. Because I like to cuck mages, not just fuck with them.
And so you're not building the Bastards combo.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I could technically go with get both Mage Slayer and War Mage if I really want to, and then just abuse the ever living fuck out of mechanics. But no, I'm going. The right now the intention is to go Mage Slayer like I usually do, because I don't like people firing magic in my face.
Yeah, I know that. I've experienced that.
Speaking of mechanics, although I don't know, we haven't gotten there yet, but since I'm thinking of doing like a shield and spear type of stuff, Polearm Master still works if you're one-handing a spear, right? Just double checking that with you.
I don't believe it will. Give me a second.
Okay.
To use a pole arm, you have to be using two hands. So to use its feet, you probably have to use two hands.
Because the wording on the feet itself doesn't say two hands, but I get it if you want to rule it that way.
While you're wielding a glaive or halberd, pike, quarterstaff, or spear, other creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they enter reach with that weapon. To wield one, you gotta hold it. God fucking damn it. Give me a second, y'all.
Yeah.
I guess the real
Does
question
that
there.
already?
Chugs, are you a sorcerer?
Yes.
I'm a sorcerer. Oh, we're both sorcerers.
Does the spear in question have versatile?
Spear has versatile, yeah. Spear has the versatile property. And I was mostly trying to look at the spear and quarterstaff side of things instead of like the two-handed polearm stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what he's gonna roll. Versatile is all I'd be concerned about on that one.
Yeah, I mean, the main reason I'm asking is because it specifically calls out the spear and quarterstaff.
Right. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just asking, because
No,
if
I
not,
get
it's
it.
spear mastery. Because I wanted to do polar master and spear mastery, but if not, I'll just do spear mastery.
Are we allowed to pick up our masteries?
I don't know. It's a feat, so I figured I could pick it up, but
We get 1 or 2 feats.
one.
Wait, we get a starting feat?
Yeah, everyone starts with a feat. Dirk said.
Mystic took telekinetic.
I know exactly what's gonna happen. Hell.
Mystic took telekinetic.
Evil.
Mine's crossbow expert.
I have to debate now.
I don't even use a crossbow. That's the best part.
I was saying, you melee or ranged?
Yes.
Both. I got it.
They're a hexblade, so yeah.
Yeah, just booming blade with the butt of your crossbow.
With the with the butt of my Kopesh. So Kang, what we thinking over there?
I don't know. I'm reading the book on anyflip.com, which is posted in the Ravnica chat. It's actually pretty good because it gives you, so like if you select a class, it'll tell you what guild matches that particular class that goes well with that class. So that's what I'm kind of milling through right now and trying to lock that in with some kind of range. And I mean, I'm looking at Goblin. I've never played a Goblin before, so yeah, Fury the Small.
Do it.
Fury of the Small, you know.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Gravity. Yes.
Mystic, you're playing a druid, right?
No, cleric.
No, I'm playing a cleric, elf cleric.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My bad.
But I have druid-like abilities too.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make a decision tonight. But are we gonna post somewhere what everyone's playing besides me so I can?
Yeah, we can do it.
Sure. Anytime.
Yeah.
Which chat?
We can put it in the Everybody Loves KRAGGAN chat.
Sure.
Or in the Ravnica.
Yeah, Raven and Ravnica, actually.
Oh, Raven and Ravnica. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, your class, your race, and your group comp. You know, is your melee, ranged, or support. I'll find something that complements all of them.
Cleaning out my closet.
Mm. I don't want short pants.
Oh, DM.
DM, where'd you go?
So, yeah, let me put the name in.
Oh, DM.
ODM.
I have an idea.
Somebody
Sure,
Mr.
it's all.
Krabs, I have an idea.
Chuck, make that
That's
sound
so
bite.
funny.
Wild.
I need that for Pathfinder whenever Kang Jr. do something weird. I don't have a soundboard still.
Did not appreciate the implication, Gravity. Said very nice to
brother,
Gravity.
this
all
guy
the time. Did not appreciate your insults either. Said very good mascot for channel, yes?
Yeah.
Not complaining about that. You work
Said
fine as a
going on
mascot.
strike.
Although it's
Yeah, I doubt at this point, though, like looking at everything, I highly doubt at this point that any of your characters have met Tarek.
we might have at one point, being the fact we are exploring the Undercity for our shop from
Yeah,
time to time.
maybe. Yeah.
So if you're part of the Orzhov, you might come to collect whatever
I'm not
ties
part. No,
our
I'm not
shop
part of the
have.
Orzhov. I owe the Orzhov.
Yeah, well, precisely. Like they can just send you on jobs, and that could just be like a job you could have gotten or
Right.
something. I don't
Right,
know.
because like out of the three guilds that that have kind of an interest in Tarek, the Gruul are the closest thing to allies he's got, even though he's not part of the Gruul and he doesn't see himself as like kind of cut from the same cloth as them. The Orzhov, he owes them money. So anytime they can get a hold of him and be like, hey, you owe us, you're gonna do this. That kind of happens. And then the Demir, they are kind of playing him like a puppet without him knowing it. Like they set up scenarios that he ends up having to use his magic in for their benefit.
Yeah.
But I didn't get into his personality with whenever we were going through the thing. He's a loner, keeps to himself. That's pretty self-explanatory. He's a cynical survivor. Life on the streets has made him wary of authority. He expects the worst from people and trusts no one. He's a reluctant hero. Like, though he tries to stay out of trouble, his conscience can occasionally get the better of him, and he ends up helping those in dire need, albeit very grudgingly. And he's got a dark sense of humor and a sharp, sarcastic wit, and often makes light of dangerous situation because it's a coping mechanism he developed from years of living on the edge.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Kaylin will get you to warm up. nothing tragic will happen there.
Nothing tragic will happen here, I'm sure.
100%.
And see, now, like, I feel like if I'm understanding this correctly in the way that we're to be playing our characters, now it's like, instead of playing myself in the body of my character, I'm playing my character with the memories of myself. So it's like...
Yep.
I went ahead and added some light effects to my my mini.
Oh, yeah, I see. Nice.
Made it look like it was like coming off of the lightning.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Sweet.
Stay back.
It's like, stay back! I can't hold the lightning for long, and the tentacles are gonna grab you.
Mm. Technical. This is gonna be my outfit.
BRB.
Is anybody? Where's the DM?
Darkheart.
He's trying. Looks like he's lighting up, but nothing's coming out.
If you can hear us, disconnect and reconnect again. That might help.
I don't think he's actually at his mic. I think it's just picking up room noise.
Oh. Where did he go? Yep. Wait, do I have anything else other than
Meh.
Well, smoke if you got him.
Meh.
So, how's everybody feeling so far about like their character designs?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep.
But yeah, if honestly, like if Gravity and Miguel, if you guys want your characters to have had connections with mine in the underground, especially in like 10th district, then we can have that happen. Now, granted, he's not going to be like your buddy. It's like you gotta kind of go out there and look for him if you want to find him, because he's always on the move.
Yeah.
We probably know about you. We've probably done business from time to time.
Yeah.
Not really as like allies, but more of, hey, we're all doing this for a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Do I hear people mixing up backstories out here?
Well, we had to bait the DM back in here somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spilt drink all over my freaking floor. That's why. That's what you
Oh.
heard.
Hold on, folks.
I
Just
dropped a
BRB.
sandwich.
Oh shit! Damn. Rip.
Which is what I'm trying to clean up.
Oh,
Mm.
you're good, man. We were trying to see where our now the question is the backstory tie-ins that we were just talking about. If you heard that, is it allowed?
Between you and the other two?
Yeah, like basically we've had like interactions. We're not necessarily like close allies or anything, but they know about me and they know like, all right, like we're likely to find him running around somewhere in the underground.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
depends. That depends. Now hold on.
Hmm.
I know I talked about it earlier, but I do need to give the sheer scale of how big Ravnica is, especially 10th District.
Mm.
I guess the other thing I wanted to ask you about, let me pull up 10th District. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Just the surface of 10th District is God, this is way bigger than like New York. This is at least like 4 New Yorks here.
Jesus.
Okay.
Good boy.
So
Okay, so
if
they're
y'all
not
have-
pinpointed. Yeah, if they've seen me, that they might not have seen me again.
Yeah. Like, I'm all for them, like, hey, during one of your opportunities, you might have seen this person. But I don't know how that's gonna
Right,
mix
and that
up.
also depends on whether or not they've like they had interactions with me before I burned my face.
Right. Because the other thing is, 10th District is, like I said, the capital. You're going to have a hard time running around there because sitting in the middle of 10th District is Sunhome, the garrison of Boros.
Mm.
You can still operate in 10th District. I'm just saying. Like, you operate in 10th District, you're going to be living on the edge.
Well, that's the whole thing is he has been living on the edge. And like he grew up by scraping by like in 10th District.
Yeah.
But with like, the bandage on the face and and everything like that, and him trying his best not to use his magic if he doesn't has to, like he's very incognito. Like the token itself is very flashy, but his character is very incognito.
Remind me to tell you about the railway that Ravnica technically has.
Oh.
Oh God, sorry. I hear that word and I get horrible flashbacks to a game I'm going through at the moment. Who here's played Library of Runeterra?
So
And
they
gotten
don't have a
loved
train. They don't have a train system or anything like that, but all of the districts connect in odd kind of ways. Called the Lightning Rail. Give me a second.
Oh.
Let me pull. I'm gonna put it in Raven and Ravnica. Hold on. Hold on. That should do it. Look at it.
I mean, it's badass looking. I will admit that. Oh God, no! It's making the flashbacks worse. I love Titans.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna make y'all getting around the city a lot easier than me saying, "All right, now 2 days later, you made it to the other side of Station 1."
Right.
Yeah. All right, give me some time. I gotta clean up this because this shit's sticky. Are we getting close to anyone needing to leave? By the way.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need the bolt soon. It's just Jag.
Okay. Yeah, Kang, once you decide what you want to be doing, you and I can talk. You send me a message or anything like that. A guild you may or may not be looking at to join, let me know. Otherwise you're good. This is a really good session 0. I liked all the questions and topics we got into.
Cool, good stuff. I'll hit you up in the chat.
Y'all keep talking. I just gotta clean this stuff up, by the way. Alright.
Yeah, I'm just uploading screenshots to my character sheet.
Quasar said jazz is the best music for this. So good.
It's very fitting.
I'm all ready to start doing my sheet once we get to that point.
Yeah, I haven't started yet.
I'm literally just like cleaning my sheet up right now, getting everything in order so I can see everything cleanly.
But yeah, I like my whole thing is like, as I was thinking about it, it's like, all right, Act 1, I played the character that was like always the one in the party that you knew you could try to rely on in any given situation to at least try to do the right thing. This time around, it's like I wanted to play like a character of like, what would it be like if he was just like an absolute liability?
Yeah.
I mean, I really thought like, all right, like it's not like it's kind of like a Bruce Banner Hulk thing, but instead of turning into the Hulk, it's like every time my character goes to use his magic, it's like he could possibly like great things could happen, or everything could go off the rails.
Right.
Try to light up the room. Summons a meteor.
Yeah. But I also think that like story-wise, it gives this character like a lot of room to grow into like the ability to control it.
Then Chaos Tyrio. A risky thing.
As I sit here with a hands-on chaos magic book sitting next to me on my desk. But this is gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to Act 2.
Yeah.
Now the thing I'm wondering at this point is if if all of our characters are kind of scattered around Ravnica and like this place is as big as he says it is, how are we all going to end up in the same place?
Yep, agreed.
This is gonna be
Hey,
interesting.
Aaron, could you do me a favor and take that image and make a token out of it? Or I can send you an image if you would like. It is in your inbox, sir. Oh, Gravity, I sent you something that I did with one of the things you sent me for Pathfinder.
I see. And it looks really good.
You like that art style?
Yeah, I really like that art style.
Okay. So that's what I'll try to the aesthetic I'll try to go for the like all the Pathfinder characters as I get them.
All right.
Like, are you fine with me shooting it over to Miguel, letting him see it?
Of course. Show all of them. I don't mind.
Okay, yeah, I'll okay, I'm gonna throw it in the Pathfinder chat. I guess is that the Nation of Sid?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like I'll take the token, convert it to that particular art style, and then try to animate it from there.
Yeah.
Quasar said, maybe your characters cross paths, but only interact with each other based off your choices in game. Just brainstorming. To be fair, typically there's gonna have to be a coming together of the party at some point. I'm intrigued to see how Dark handles that. Also intrigued to see how this party handles it, considering that they're all gonna be living their own lives. Like, I just sent it to you, Chokes, by the way.
Yeah, I see that. Thank you, by the way.
Yep. It really depends on what all happens here.
Yeah, y'all all living your own normal lives, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Right.
I know how y'all are gonna all live each other. I even know where. I even know where.
Shit.
Ooh. Nice.
I like that.
Hey, well, 21.
But
yeah. So. Ooh.
Oh, Chugs. Chugs?
Yep.
Yeah. The question earlier you said about equipment.
Yeah.
Depending on the background you choose, usually gives you some amount of equipment. But if I don't think it's going to be fair on the amount of gold y'all all going to get, I'm going to change it.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta go let these dogs out.
Yep.
Okay. Think I might go heavy armor master for a feat. If I can't do the pole arm stuff. That way, maybe do other weapons.
Yeah, I just came back. So, for any pole arm that is heavy and with a two-handed property, you have to use two hands. If it doesn't, like versatile, which means you can use one hand, it's fine.
Okay, so a spear and quarterstaff is fine. If
Yep.
I'm like shield in one hand, spear in the other, and I like attack with the tip of the spear with one, and then like bonus action, like swing the spear in the opposite direction, hit up with the blunt end.
I mean, you can. However you want to flavor it.
Okay, cool. Cause then okay, so then I gotta think of whether I want to start with shield mastery or polearm mastery. Then I mean, sorry, spear mastery or polearm master. Because I wanted to do a combination of the two. I've always liked like spear using characters, so I wanted to make one. And I thought that combination would make it cool, and like with a shield. I was originally considering going thrown weapon fighting to like throw javelins and stuff, and like be like a javelin and shield one.
Mm-hmm.
But as thrown weapon fighting is just such a headache in fifth edition.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm just going spear. Yeah, still the same flavor, just as fun.
Hold on, where is it? Thrown weapon, thrown weapon, thrown weapon. Give me a second. So, what's the issue with thrown weapon?
It doesn't work with sharpshooter mainly. It's for like the range increase, essentially. So like I'm still locked into just 30 feet range. I want it to be like a long range. Someone that could go a frontline tank with a shield and javelin that had thrown weapon fighting and could either be frontline if we needed it, or could be backline as well and throw from afar. While for example, a tank that can stay back with like the healers in case someone flanks the healers. I'm already there type of stuff. And still be able to take those positions. And some other interactions as well. I believe for crossbow expert, allowing you to not have disadvantage on close range attacks as well doesn't apply to thrown weapons. Because I think it's only for ranged weapons, which again a javelin isn't. So it was just a lot of interactions like that that I was like, yeah.
Okay. As a point, when the new rules come in, because if there's anything we want to change, we will. Because I think throwing weapon fighting is getting an update.
Yeah, I did see it's getting an update. I wouldn't have to necessarily go thrown weapon fighting, because I think technically doesn't dueling already give you a +2 when you're just one-handing like a javelin and throw it?
Yes.
So
as long as you're...
it kind of is just like thrown weapon fighting but better, essentially. Since you're already going to be able to draw the weapon as part of the action, which in that case I would actually, instead of dueling, even would be going protection, because that's the what I actually want to be going with as a tank with a fighting style. But the base 5th edition protection, meh.
Hey, get out of my sandwich.
But even then, I think I don't think thrown weapons still apply for sharpshooter in the new rules, from what I've seen. Yeah, there's still that unfortunate part. But no, I still like the going with like a spear and a quarterstaff to have like my peer and hand axes. So that's how I'll be rocking.
Okay.
I mean, also shield mastery as well in the new rules looks really freaking cool. Along with heavy armor master, there's just a lot of options. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really concerned about what y'all pick right now, because there's a chance it's going to change.
Yeah.
And whatever y'all picking may be improved anyway. I actually have another mechanic coming to the game. Not so much a mechanic. So, in the backgrounds of the Ravnica backgrounds, it gives you a guild spell list. Basically, some characters are going to have access to that as basically free spells.
Yep.
Magic is just a lot more prevalent in a lot of the games, the MTG worlds.
Yeah.
And it's just going to reflect that.
It is in the title.
More about the server. Does everyone have a sheet yet, or no?
I haven't started mine yet. I have mine in the character app.
Y'all can start if you want. Now that everyone's
Okay,
talking about what they're doing.
Okay, so now we can do character sheets Okay.
DM question about the guild spells. Would we pre-add those to our sheet, or will we need to formally join a guild before adding those?
Joining a guild before you add them. I'm gonna hand out certain spells because not only are you gonna have the guild spells, but you're gonna have at least one or two spells that you can cast like once a day.
Cool. Well, when is our next game? Next session.
Aaron?
I'm running things in my head. So, unfortunately, next month will be a bi-month.
Really?
Really?
Yep,
So,
because that's October.
What about it?
Ah,
well,
Yeah.
You're not gonna be here.
Yes, I am. I'm not gonna be here for the first week of October, but that's about it.
we're just getting into September.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
today's September 1st.
yeah, that's October.
Oh, that's the 6th. Okay.
Yeah, we're in September now. Today's the 1st.
Okay. So yeah, it would be October 6th.
October 6th.
October 6th, and not the 29th.
Let me see. Nope, the 29th would be the GM podcast, which means that the 22nd is an extra session.
oh boy.
It could be D&D, it could be Pathfinder, it could be Cyberpunk. Y'all are gonna have to wait and see to find out what that'll be.
When are the new rules published? 2024.
September the 15th or the 17th.
One of those.
September 17th, 2024.
All right, I will reserve character creation until the 17th.
Huh?
I'll just build it right out of 2024 if we're just gonna update after it comes out anyway.
That's completely fine.
Okay.
There are certain classes that won't have that big of a change, and there are some people who want to use the 2014 characters because you can use either or. The base rules is changing, so weapon proficiencies and certain changes to spells, but if you want to use the, let's say, 2014 Paladin, you don't have to move to 24.
Yeah, well, there are some things in the 2024 that I think will help benefit the group if I go with a particular range class that's in there.
Sure.
So yeah, I'll lock myself into a range DPS. What that looks like, I'll shoot you some.
All right, that's no problem.
Snaps of what I've been looking at so far, but won't have the actual build done until the books are released. Sweet.
Hey, Chugs, that reminds me. Have you seen the wild table I sent you?
Yes. I haven't looked through all of it, but I'm seeing some good ones in there. And I like the way that it's laid out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely a good improvement on like the whole Wild Surge thing. And it definitely is going to add like an interesting layer to me playing this character.
Yeah. I haven't figured out all the different ways you're gonna wild surge.
All right, and you said we're doing standard array on the sheet, right?
Yep.
Hey, dang it.
Back at the computer. Just starting.
Were you able to find where I was, where to add all the +1s?
No. I see standard array, and I see where like I can pick for strength, dex, and all of that stuff. Where do I?
If you go to customize your origin, click it. Put in human PHB.
Wait, I'm looking for where's customize origin?
All the way in the race.
Oh. Okay.
Then I went down to subrace standard human, and then it gave me the +1s to everything.
Okay. There we go. Appreciate.
All right, y'all, I got a bolt.
Mhm.
Fun stuff. Can't wait till the next one. And Dark, I'll be in
Good
touch.
night, Jackzilla.
Night.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Good night, Jack.
Good night. 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 And good night.
All right. BRB, I gotta go take the dogs out the potty.
Sorry. So like ruins and Ravnica and stuff. And like, typical maps that come up. Would it be more like nature? Or would it be more like Arcana?
For making maps.
Or like, yeah, making maps or like understanding maps, or if something's claiming to be like the old Ravnican structures, being able to. Well, I know that would be history, but which I'm getting.
History and wisdom.
Yeah, I'm getting history and survival, and investigation. I'm just thinking about whether I'm going Arcana, nature, or religion. Because I feel like there's not really that much nature in Ravnica, so that wouldn't really help me in reading maps in Ravnica generally. Religion doesn't really make sense because, again, there's no gods either, right?
Right.
So it'd be Arcana.
If you were to make maps for Ravnica, I would say somewhere in wisdom. For perception, I would say nature and survival.
Okay, so I have survival. Okay, so then I'll get nature as well. And so then for languages, being a Rune Knight, I automatically get giant language. I'm not remembering much things ever being said about giants in Ravnica, so I don't know how much that'll come into play.
There are giants.
Okay, cool. What are like cool, maybe like type of like ancient civilization languages? Like, what's like one of them like that I could pick that could like fit the setting? Because I'm looking at things like, I don't know, primordial, or I'm just looking at the list like, okay, I just don't know which one would be like maybe like an ancient language I might have learned. And like my ruin scavenging.
Okay, so this was gonna piss a lot of people in the party off. My flaw is if I'm outnumbered, I will run away from a fight.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
I just don't see any of the rest of them on this list actually fitting with this character.
You can make a custom flaw.
Actually, you know what? No, I found one. I found another one. I will never fully trust anyone other than myself.
I think maybe I might have answered my own question. Since there was technically like a long ass time ago, Dragon Wars Ravnica, I can pick Draconic.
Talk a little louder for me, Chris. I can't hear you.
You're a little quiet.
Yeah, sorry. So I just remembered that in like old or like Ravnica, there used to be like a big dragon war and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe Draconic might fit for that.
Well, there are still dragons on Ravnica. There's just only one specific kind of dragon, and his name is Niv Mizzet.
Exactly, yeah, because he's the last one born.
He's not the last dragon. I think he's like the last elder dragon. Give me a second while I go check.
Like that.
What would everybody recommend? A component pouch or arcane focus?
Arcane
All right, yeah, no, you're single classing. Excellent. Take the arcane focus. Component pouch is best if you're multi-classing.
Dungeoneers pack or Explorers pack? Which one fits better with my character's backstory?
Climbing stuff or cooking for yourself?
Which one? The Explorers pack is cooking for yourself?
Dungeoneers is climbing stuff.
Okay. Yeah, then it would be the Explorers pack because I'm more of a survivalist than just like a climber.
Yeah.
So
Chris,
Draconic is like
when it comes to Niv Mizzet, he's basically like not the last dragon, but he is the last great dragon of Ravnica. So he's the last dragon that's kind of like him. There are other dragons, many other dragons. They all speak Draconic. If you want to pick a D&D language and say, hey, this isn't spoken anywhere because it's been so long, I would say deep speech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep speech is stupidly rare in any setting, I believe.
Yeah, because that's like more aberration speech, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty? We're doing this already?
Sure, we'll do some deep speech. Oh, God. Alrighty.
I mean, either deep speech or undercommon, like, there's not much really to choose from.
Yeah.
Like, there's other very specific languages like Leonin, Cruel, Luxodon, Merfolk, Sphinx, Veldican. They have some specific
Primordial.
like species language, but that's not really.
Would
like,
crawl be useful in like all our travels, like going underground to like go to ruins and stuff?
Hit or miss. Yeah, it's hit or miss. Because remember, everyone speaks common.
Well, I think I'll keep it.
Alright. Think I've got my character ready? Oh, right, the feet. I forgot about that.
And we're going to level 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 16 in strength, 10 in dex, 16 constitution, 14 intelligence, 12 wisdom, 8 charisma.
I'm blue. I believe I can die. I believe I can fly through the eye of the sky. Right? That's how it goes, right?
Think.
I don't know. Let's find out. Hey, Matthew. Eldritch
What?
Blast.
What kind of torture, Matthew?
Hey, Dark. Hey, Dark. That was just a couple of screenshots.
Why are they?
Would I be able to use this for my background?
You gotta be kidding me. I have 8 hit points.
Yes. Well,
Holy
at level
shit.
1 you do.
Okay. Holy shit. All right. Well, let me go level up 2 more times.
Yeah, remember how I said there's no reason for everyone to be level 1 because of shenanigans like this?
Yeah. Again, there's a reason I laugh at wizards in D&D 5e.
Imagine accidentally falling down some stairs and dying in the first session.
Hey, Dark. I sent you a couple of screenshots. Is it okay if I use this for my background?
What's up, Dad?
Hello?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, these headphones are really good. You're fine. Yeah, Kurtosh, that's fine. I want to tell any other player if there's that we still have Tasha rules. So if there's something in your background you want to change, you can change it. It's almost a free change. Pick 2 skill proficiencies that you want to gain. An assortment of, I think it's an explorers or adventuring pack. A pouch of 10 or 15 gold, and 1 tool proficiency. I think that's the Tasha rule if you want to make a custom background, which may or may not be useful to some people in the party.
Okay. So, like the one I sent you, just put the gold piece down to like 15.
No, that's the official. That's an official background that stays.
Okay, cool. Because I just don't see it in the server for some reason. It's not in the background list, but I have it in the app that I use.
Yeah, it's probably in a book we don't have.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Chugs, what's your character's name?
Tarek. Tarek.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, Tarek Voticus. Votikas.
Kurtosh, which character sheet's yours?
Kaylin Aldrich.
Shut up!
I can tell which character sheet's Jagzilla's.
Oh, why is that?
Kang.
It's not like it's not under his name, dude.
I can't see the other sheets.
Gravity, which sheet is yours?
Trini. Trini.
Like the Power Ranger.
Yes, actually.
Mystic is Zarya. Who's Iduff?
Oh, I'm working on something. Don't add me into anything.
Oh, you are Iduff.
Yeah, I'm just working on something. Don't mind me.
Oh, no worry, not concerned. Okay, refresh. Well, Dark, is there anything else you need to discuss with everybody?
I guess it's just ground rules. As everyone knows, let's try not to keep it too dark. I will attempt to not make anything that's too quick. Obviously, this is still Ravnica. This is still us. We're gonna have some dark shit in here.
Oh, totally. I imagine to be killed in a horrifying way at some point.
Look, we're still mostly the same group of people that plays Cyberpunk. I imagine we all enjoy a little bit of dark.
Yeah. If there's a moment you don't like a rule I've made, you're gonna have to wait till after the session. No session's gonna stop in the middle to hash out a rule. I may
Yes,
pause.
please. Let's save the rules lawyering for after sessions.
Yeah, if there's a rule I have to go double check, I will go double check. But if I say, hey, we will deal with this later. Let's go with what I've rolled. That's what we're gonna go with.
Completely understand.
Sorry if you already said this. So are we going to spec class equipment or starting off?
You can do a custom equipment. I forget how Tasha does it, but if you want to pick an equipment, that is completely fine.
Okay, so yeah, I've got a light crossbow, I've got a dagger, got fireball, magic missile, infestation, chaos bolt, lightning lure. Okay.
I look at my list of cantrips and only know it's going to get worse as we get further in.
Chainmail, shield.
Wait, were you talking about the cantrips I just lay?
No. I'm looking at my own list of cantrips, and knowing how I'm building this character, it's only going to get longer and worse from here.
Wait, where's the spear? Aw. There's no spear here. Why is there no spear? Martial weapon. Really?
You have
All
any,
right. Well,
you have
if this is
So the starting equipment says pick 2 of shield or any martial weapon, and spear is a
Don't worry. Send me a message. I'll add it in.
All right. Thank you.
all right, well,
I'll put a lance.
Well,
For any, let me
go ahead, Dark.
if you don't mind. All right. Closing statements. If anyone has anything they need to send me a message. Y'all all know I work a lot, but it doesn't mean I haven't seen the message and I'm figuring out what to do for you. For anyone's particular backstories, let me know if there's something you need to change. I might come to you if I need you to change something.
all right, I'm gonna send you my entire backstory. You can also look it up on the character sheet in Roll20.
Thank you. Everyone, I look forward to Raven and Ravnica with y'all. I will be explaining the extra mechanic I have for the game another time. With all that, Aaron?
Yes?
Take us home.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us here at Gold Hog Gaming. As usual, it's been pure and utter chaos. We found out a little bit about what's going on this coming act on Ravnica. We have gotten our characters started, and we are finally a little bit more informed about what we're going to be doing. So, tune in next month for more of the shenanigans and Everybody Loves KRAGGAN. Next week, join us for Gauntlet Chronicles as we return to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And Gravity drives us through the madness and insanity that Sid and the rest of the party is definitely going to cause him. I'm
I
Aaron,
agree.
if everybody would.
I'm Mystic.
I'm Gravity.
This is your brain on chugs.
And this is Darkheart.
This has been Gold Hall Gaming, and we'll see you guys all on the next one. Toodles!
Peace out,
Bye.
y'all. Bye bye.